Hey, I'm Super Mario 3, and it's Nintendo's turn now. And I'm so excited to see what they could be announcing. Now we're starting to get to the nitty gritty. First Nintendo, and then Square Enix. Let's start with Nintendo. Alright, Nintendo, what do you have for us this time? Don't mind this.
Mr. Iwata?
Is that a Muppet?
Oh, yes, we're ready to start filming the Nintendo digital event for E3 2015.
Okay, thank you. I will head directly to the stage.
First Robot Chicken, now the Muppets. What the fuck is this? Uh-oh, Reggie.
Are you ready for the digital event?
What does a Muppet version of him look like?
Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63, Nintendo 64. My puppet body is ready.
Oh my god. What does Miyamoto look like in Muppet form? Yes. Whoa, whoa.
I'm here.
Mr. Miyamoto?
Oh, yes.
Okay, ready whenever you are, gentlemen.
Is this throughout the
I
whole
just
show?
want to remember my wife.
What the f- What's that guy's reaction?
Look!
Is he Fox? There's Peppy. Falco. Oh my god.
Hey, Fox, do a barrel roll.
Yeah, come on, Fox. Do a barrel roll.
Really?
I rolled. I can do better than that. Check this out.
Yes, Star Fox.
Area's orbit.
Please tell me for the love of God. It's not, is it? Still looks cool. Your R-Wing can run. This looks so much like Star Fox 64 because the worlds are so familiar. Wait, is that the Mario coin?
Switching to all range mode. Let's take the offensive.
Say, wasn't there a purple love interest for Fox? Wow, really? Star Fox. Star Fox Zero. Okay, we got Resident Evil Zero, now we got Star Fox Zero, but damn it, it's not Star Fox Adventures. I was hoping it would be like Star Fox Adventures.
Fushimi Inari Shrine. I've had a relation with this shrine since I was a child. Because of that, I felt that I was always protected, as if it's my guardian angel. When I was a child, there was a TV show about fighter planes called Thunderbirds. That inspired me to make a game that had cinematic elements.
That's the game that's the show that inspired you to make Star Fox, Miyamoto.
And their own drama. That would be reflected in the dialogue and appear in scenes like where a cool character and enemies would appear.
I'm here for a job, of course, and looks like I get to have a little fun.
When it came to talking about details regarding how to make the main characters look and feel, we talked about all sorts of types of people. But ever since I was in school, I drew comics with caricaturized humanoid animals, and decided that the characters in this game should be based off animals. I then talked about it with Imamura-san, the designer, and we thought about the fox image. Then I thought, let's try making a fox the main character.
We're entering Cornelia City now.
When there's an arch, you want to go under it, right? That's the kind of game I wanted to make. Thinking about the shrine, this place is known for the row of arches. So we went with this idea to create a game where you would fly through different arches. Star Fox is a game where you use a control stick, like the one you'd find on a plane. When you fly a real plane, you need to pull back on the control stick to fly up, right? Similarly, you can use the gyro on the gamepad to look all around and feel really immersed in the game. We'd like people to play as if they are flying a real plane. It's really exciting. For Wii U, with its 2 screens, we experimented with gameplay with ideas before this iteration of Star Fox. There were 2 screens that each serves a specific purpose. For example, we've tested using one screen for a more cinematic view and the other for gameplay. The Wii U gamepad has a gyro, and it's a big reason we decided to make this game. It's a cockpit view, so it feels like you're in the cockpit like this. You can aim by moving the gamepad around. In the other Star Fox games, you play by controlling your plane in third person on one screen. This time, the game world is shown on the TV and you can focus in to aim on the gamepad. By using 2 screens, you can see yourself flying in third person on the TV while shooting down at the enemies below you from the cockpit view on the gamepad. You can be really immersed in the experience, so that's something I hope people can check out.
Where's Crystal?
On the Nintendo 64 system, you had to use a lot of buttons.
Yes, I
But
ship
now,
Fox and
with
Crystal.
the Wii U gamepad,
What?
you
I
can
think they're
use
cute
2
together.
sticks to do things like speed up and flip around. There's only one button to fire.
I think they're some of the best couples in video game
there
history.
are 4 buttons left, and with that, we thought, why not use these buttons to make the R-Wing transform? And let's use one button to do flips, and the other for U-turn. The R-Wing transforming into a walker, that was in Star Fox 2. But since that game didn't make it out, I'm glad we were able to have it appear. The R-Wing transformation mechanic actually looks like it and makes a lot of sense. There's the Landmaster.
Landmaster. Landmaster.
And also the Gyro Wing, which adds a lot of breadth to gameplay. With it, you can perform a lot of tasks as Fox. You can also play different stages with other vehicles too. So I hope you'll have fun trying out courses with different vehicles even after you clear the game. We've rebuilt the game using ideas from the past, but it's not a Part 4 or Part 5. It's not a remake either, so we named it Star Fox Zero this time. The subtitle Zero was taken from how the kanji character looks in calligraphy. Star Fox is based off of the Japanese culture that inspired me, so I wanted people around the world to see this cool kanji character in the logo. When I saw it, it reminded me of a foxtail. We wrote the character with a brush and added the logo. It looks cool.
Game looks so fun. I wish it would be like an adventure
And
game.
welcome to Nintendo's
Reggie!
digital event for E3 2015. I'm Reggie Fils-Aimé, president of Nintendo.
That's how you say it. Feast
We
of May.
began today having a little fun, imagining ourselves as characters in the Star Fox universe.
Not to mention you were also
But that
Muppets.
opening was more than just fun. It also represents a theme you're going to encounter consistently throughout Nintendo's experience for E3. That theme is transformation. Recently, Mr. Iwata has made several announcements on how Nintendo itself is being transformed, with expansion to Universal theme parks, mobile devices, and our new dedicated game platform, codenamed NX, which we'll tell you more about in 2016.
Yeah, why are you making another console already? We just got the Wii U.
To focus on the transformations you'll be enjoying right inside your Nintendo gameplay in the coming months. If there's a secret to the longevity of Nintendo franchises, it is transformation. We never let them stand still. There always has to be something new, something compelling. And that even applies to the game Super Mario Bros., which is celebrating its 30th anniversary in 2015. To say he's been transformed over the years is obvious. But along the way, he's also transformed gaming, from establishing the platforming genre on the NES to the 3D world of Super Mario 64. Later this year, Super Mario Maker will take the next step by turning the essence of game creation over to you, our fans.
So Mario Maker looks pretty fun.
Now, players will become creators as you build your own Mario levels that can be shared globally with friends. And who knows, maybe even I'll be playing, and of course beating, your latest creation. Finally, nothing in our history has transformed our franchises quite like Amiibo. And as you'll find out this week, there are more new Amiibo on the way.
Of course there
And
are.
more games for them to inhabit. In fact, right now, let's see how Amiibo are about to show up in a totally unexpected way.
Ryu, Roy, and Lucas.
So at this year's Nintendo digital event, the team put me right to work. So I'm pleased to be here with Karthik Bala from the Vicarious Vision studio at Activision. And Karthik, we've got some great news to share.
Yeah, so the hallmark of the Skylanders franchise has always been deliver brand new innovation and the highest quality game experience. For the first time, we're bringing a whole new toy category to life, bringing vehicles to life this year with our new game, Skylanders Superchargers, and really blending it to this epic vehicle adventure.
But there's more
Yeah,
to
I
it,
never
right?
got
We've got
Skylanders.
two unexpected
Simply because of the fact that they had
So
Spyro in there, it
introducing
has very little to do with Spyro.
turbocharged
It's like oh, I don't think enough people are gonna buy this game, so let's just throw in Spyro. Whoa,
We
what's
also have
this?
Bowser. This is HammerSlam Bowser, and his vehicle, the Clown Cruiser.
Bowser is always my favorite. I don't know why people say that I look like Bowser and at times act like Bowser. As you're playing as these figures, as you have the various vehicles, what happens?
So they have complete movesets.
What kind of
and
comparison is that,
property trees
people? Reggie looks like
of,
Bowser. He looks jack
powers
shit
and
like
abilities,
Bowser.
Some of which are natural, things that you would expect, like Donkey Kong throwing barrels and Bowser slamming down his hammer, but also really unexpected moves that harken back to elements of lore within the 30 years of history of these characters.
What else can these figures do?
If you put the figure on a Skylanders portal, they act as a Skylander, but you can twist the base and switch it to Amiibo, and it can be used as an Amiibo in another Nintendo game.
So again, these characters, these vehicles, only playable on Nintendo. So as you go through this collaboration with Nintendo, a company that is very protective of its franchises, that always likes to have total control, what was that like in terms of working with us to bring these fabulous experiences to life?
We're such big like Nintendo fanboys, and you know, I think we may have been a little too cautious at first. We wanted to have a form of Bowser where he became really big, and you know, we pitched the idea of using Giga Bowser, and this is when the Nintendo team said, no, do something different, you know, something new, and we created Magma Bowser, right? You know, it's never been seen before, and you know, his fire breath just becomes this insane flamethrower. We wanted to set the Koopa on fire, and they said use dry bones, right? And so like dry bones, and they said, well, here's all the material for dry bones, and it was just, you know, building on top of that, and we just didn't. You know, we didn't think that we were going to get away with all of this stuff.
Karthik, thank you so much for sharing this information. And throughout the entire week, we're going to be sharing more and more information. You and your team are going to grace us at Nintendo Treehouse Live, and there's going to be a lot more information to share.
I'm super excited.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. So, oh, back to Muppets. What are you doing? What the fuck? It's Super Mario. What was that? What was it? What was that game? Oh, a new Zelda title. Super Mario crossover. That's what it reminded me of when Link was in that Mario Maker game. Ooh, another Four Swords Adventure title. Or is it just those three? Where's the purple Link? Looks pretty good. Want to see more Zelda Wii U info? Triforce Heroes. Oh, this fall.
Hello, I'm Aonuma, the producer of Zelda. Today, I would like to talk about The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, the latest Nintendo 3DS Zelda game. I have the game's director, Shikata, here to introduce it with me.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to focus on multiplayer and co-op. Multiplayer in past Zelda games was more competitive, much like a party game. Everyone would gather to play to see who would get the most rupees. This time, I wanted players to cooperatively enjoy more serious Legend of Zelda gameplay elements, like solving puzzles and going through dungeons.
The 3D visuals of A Link Between Worlds was a great feature, especially in terms of depth. So I wanted to incorporate that into the multiplayer. So that's why we came up with the totem mechanic. Co-op was fully realized with the totem mechanic. You can carry your friends on your shoulders and reach higher places.
A 4-player totem was too tall, so we decided 3 was the better choice.
Oh, that's why you took out Purple Link.
For single player, there are supporting doll-like characters. There are 2 of them, and you can beat a level by switching between Link and these 2 dolls. The story starts in a kingdom that is just full of fashion-savvy people. Then, we find out something has happened. So the king is looking for a hero who could help. So different players are each trying to be the hero. And so it begins. Using items to defeat enemies and conquering dungeons is a familiar staple from other Zelda games. So it should appeal to fans of the series. This time, there's also a fashion element, where you collect items to create new outfits with new abilities. By buying and equipping these different clothes, your abilities change. So the same courses will offer different experiences depending on what you wear.
Why do they have pom-poms?
Playing with people in online multiplayer where you can't see their reactions is fun too. I hope people invite others to try out the game with them as well.
Okay.
When playing in multiplayer, we frequently hear Mr. Aonuma yelling excitedly about the game.
I have the loudest voice on the team. Also for Nintendo 3DS, we have another new game.
Ooh.
Last year, we had the Wii U version of Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah, the 3D re-release.
We're now developing a 3DS version. This game is a reimagining of the Wii U game. It will include all the DLC characters from that one.
Like, you don't have to pay DLC? You can just play them for free?
We are also adding additional characters and stages from The Legend of Zelda
Tetra
to expand the gameplay.
Huh. You can play as the king?
Hyrule Warriors is not like the Zelda games I create. It is an experience only Koei Tecmo can really bring to life.
Hyrule Warriors Legends.
I hope you will enjoy Hyrule Warriors Legends, as well as The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes on Nintendo 3DS.
I'm already cool enough with the Wii U. Ooh, speaking of Tecmo. Oh, it's a trailer for the Hyrule Warriors, is it? Yep, I knew it. Da, 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 da. It's a great game. Hyrule Warriors officially got me wanting to play a Dynasty Warriors game. Alright, Tetra, let's see how you do. Get him! The moon! I don't have Majora's Mask. I'm so sorry, I feel terrible. I don't have Majora's Mask. I'm gonna get the 3D re-release though, someday. The Ocarina! Next year. Back to Muppets.
Hey.
What the fuck? Oh, what's this? Metroid! I seriously need to get into this series. Four-player co-op. Metroid Prime Blast Ball. Soccer and Metroid? Oh, Metroid Federation Force. Heh. Who is that? Oh, it's the Fire Emblem. Fates. Fire Emblem Fates. After playing Awakening, I really need to get into Fire Emblem.
You are my child now. Now, once and for all, no more games to pretend. I won't surrender! Pay for your betrayal!
Don't look at me.
There's only one punishment. The sentence is death.
Be at peace.
That looks like a great Fire Emblem game. Can't wait.
Kill me if you want, but do it as yourself.
Oh wow. Oh, and what's this? Oh, Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem. Love this music. This looks pretty interesting. I need to play other Shin Megami Tensei games. Crom. This is great. This looks pretty interesting. A lot of animes have really catchy songs. Oh. Next year. What? Whoa. Hello. Well then. What's this? Oh, yep, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have Xenoblade Chronicles. I even bought the game long before Shulk's announcement in Smash Bros. And it's a really fun RPG. Such beautiful atmosphere, and beautiful worlds to explore, and such a great game. Only problem is the combat. Like, are you seriously telling me I had to wait every 5 seconds in order for me to swing my weapon? I mean, that's just ridiculous. I was hoping it would be like a hack and slash, but it wasn't, though. Final Fantasy XII was guilty of that, too. This looks like a fun game. This looks beautiful. Xenoblade Chronicles X. This December. Oh, Animal Crossing. Yeah, no thank you. And I'm not an Animal Crossing person. Because, like I said, simulation games aren't really for me. Meh. Happy Home Designer. Can't wait. Oh. It's been a while since Animal Crossing's been on the home console. Not that I care. Oh, it's Animal Crossing Party. This looks interesting. Oh, thank you. This is so much like Mario Party. Those supposed to be the new amiibos that Reggie was talking about earlier. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Alright, what's he gonna turn to this time? Oh, it's Yoshi's Woolly World.
Hi, I'm Watanabe, and I work in software planning and development department.
Watanabe? Are you related to Ken Watanabe?
Coordinator.
No, you're
I work with
not.
developers in making Nintendo games. I worked on Kirby's Epic Yarn with the same developer, and I was in charge of designing Yoshi's Woolly World with Tezuka-san. Working with Tezuka-san is very inspirational. He is the leader of this project. At the same time, he has the perspectives of the player, so he has both elements, the leader and the player.
My favorite Yoshi game is probably Yoshi's Story, and this looks so much like Yoshi's Story, and I cannot wait for it.
Because I'm not a programmer or an artist, so I wasn't able to make something in the actual game. So, and the development team was really working hard. So I thought to myself, oh, is there anything that I can do in some way to help this game? I went home and got some yarn, and I decided to make my very first yarn Yoshi. When I brought it back to the office, the smiles on the face of my colleagues really struck me. There was this proposal made at Nintendo saying that maybe for a game like this, a plushie amiibo would be more fun to have because it goes well with the vibe of the game. And when I heard that, I fell in love with that idea and decided to make more Yarn Yoshi prototypes.
There's Bowser Jr. in the background.
Yoshi himself is made of yarn. The shape of his body transforms into different shapes. So he turns into like a propeller when you jump, and he turns into a mallet when he does the ground pound. But also the world itself is in yarn and fabrics and lots of textiles. We have places in the game where you can unravel, and you can also knit platforms. And in this game, the enemies are made of yarn as well. So when Yoshi swallows them, they turn into yarn balls instead of eggs. Well, most of all, we want the game to be fun. Yoshi's Woolly World provides plenty of
very
challenge.
fun. The Mario games I've been playing that came out, New Super Mario Bros. U, and so forth, they have been really fun. It's like a little too easy.
And for us, what's so special about Yoshi games is that the difficulty level is all up to the player, because if you just want to have fun, you can just run through the levels. If you think you're a more advanced player,
I don't even have Super Mario 3D World.
By collecting lots of items, and that provides.
It's kind of shocking that I don't own that game.
We are very confident that the game provides both the challenge and the fun.
Challenge is very challenging.
It's called mode.
That's very fun. That's
so that
probably with the recent Mario games. They're not so challenging.
So you can either cooperate with your friend, you can help each other out. You can swallow the other Yoshi, turn him into a yarn ball, and then throw it to high areas so that the other Yoshi can reach that area. So you can do a little bit of a competition with your friend. You can be a little mean. If you have an amiibo, and if you use it in Yoshi's Woolly World, then Yoshi's design turns into that amiibo character. So for example, if you have a Mario amiibo, you can get a Mario Yoshi, which is a Yoshi in Mario.
Yoshi looks even more cuter in Mario form.
So if you have an amiibo at home, maybe you can have fun trying out different characters.
Samus? What does Duck Hunt Yoshi look like?
We turned Pucci into yarn. He was really cute. So that's why we decided to have him again in this game. He barks when there's an important item around you. So he's a quite useful companion to have. Even after you clear the level, it's really fun to go back, revisit that level, because there's always something that you missed out on. You always find something new. It would be great if you can collect all the items in one go, but that is quite challenging. So I hope people can enjoy playing the same level over and over again. Most of all, I want people to feel happy when playing this game.
October 16th. What's this? Level 5. From the guys who did Professor Layton.
Think you understand yokai now?
This looks interesting. Yokai. Yokai Watch. Level 5's version of Pokemon, looks like. What's he gonna turn into? Luigi? Does he have a game? Does Luigi have a game? A new Mario and Luigi game! Is that Paper Mario? Two of my favorite Mario RPGs together. Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi. This is interesting. What is this? So this is a new Paper Mario title and a new Mario and Luigi title at the same time. I enjoyed Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I also love Bowser's Inside Story. And Superstar Saga is pretty hilarious. I think Superstar Saga might be the most hilarious Mario game. This looks pretty awesome. This looks like a challenging Mario game. Paper Jam. Oh, next spring. Cannot wait. Oh, a new tennis title. Interesting. Huh. Let's. This will be an interesting one. Ultra Smash. On Wii U.
We've been working together for 30 years now. If there's 3 ideas presented to both of us, we pick the same one.
As the years went on and we made more and more side-scrolling games, we had to create a more advanced tool to design them with.
Oh, still talking about Super Mario Maker.
This became the basis of Super Mario Maker.
The tool got so good that the more we worked with it, the more we realized we could also turn it into something everyone could enjoy. With Super Mario Maker, anytime you make an edit, you can see the results right away. This instant feedback can really help your imagination run wild.
Back in the day, we had to create everything by hand. To design courses, we would actually draw them one at a time onto these sheets of graph paper. We'd then hand our drawings to the programmers, who would code them into a build. While digging up these old documents, we found this. It's very precious.
This looks very
When we first thought of the idea of Super Mario Brothers, we had a concept of land, air, and sea. See this old sketch of Mario throwing fireballs from a moving cloud? You can now do that in Super Mario Maker. You can even control where the cloud flies.
The bombs.
In the old
They're on the
days,
Mario.
when we
I
needed
see
to
an
fix
8-bit
or
Monty
change
Mole.
part of the course, it would get really messy if we tried to edit the original drawing. So we'd put this see-through paper on top to make edits.
A lot of things might look familiar, but you can combine various elements from the different games to create entirely new stuff. Like stacking different enemies on top of each other to make a huge tower, and then putting a bullet bill on top. You can even put things we've never placed underwater. Right, there are some enemies that
Yoshi can
don't normally appear
swim!
underwater, like Goombas. When you put one underwater in Super Mario Maker, it will swim like a small shrimp. Mario can even take on the appearance of other characters. Tap a compatible amiibo, like Wii Fit Trainer, and Mario can turn into Wii Fit Trainer when he gets a mystery mushroom. It's called Costume Mario. We have a lot of these planned. To celebrate Super Mario's 30th anniversary, we're releasing an 8-bit amiibo. When you use it, your Mario in-game is going to appear a bit bigger. The amiibo itself is pretty big too, to reflect the effect in the game. There's also a Super Mario Maker booklet. The booklet has a lot of sample courses. It's really fun just looking at them, as if this is what would happen if you design the world of Mario in real life.
Most times, I start by making a course I want to play, which is usually like a 2-1 or 2-2. Once that's done, we try to make it a little easier, so we move on to making 1-1. It's always like that. I may come across as a mean person by saying this, but in 1-1, there's a Goomba, which is clearly an enemy, but there's also a super mushroom, and you might run when you first see it. You run, but there's a block above, so you can't run. So if you jump, the ceiling is low, so you usually hit it. But when you do, you grow big. It's a surprise. There are stairs, but there are gaps. But the first gap has a floor, and the second one is the one you want to avoid because it's bottomless. So it's a tutorial in a sense. We put a lot of thought into those types of things.
When playing a Mario game for the first time, it's a challenge to run and jump at the same time. New players usually fall into the first pit because they can't make the jump. But they learn from it. They usually fall into it because they can't make it.
It's like game design training software.
Try it if you want to get into game design.
What's this cringe?
With enough practice, anyone can become a good course designer.
September 11th.
Earlier I said that Nintendo's experience for E3 is all about transformation. And while we've given you a sneak peek of some of our games coming later in 2015, there's still much more to share.
Ooh.
Next, Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 begins. We'll kick off with Mr. Miyamoto and fellow developers flying through Star Fox Zero. And if you can't wait to get your hands on Super Mario Maker, the opportunity is right in front of you. On Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. local time, you can walk into any of more than 100 Best Buy stores in the US and Canada and experience the game for yourself firsthand. You can find the details of all of our activities this week at e3.nintendo.com. To close, as anyone transforms, be it a person or a company, it's good to reflect on where you've been to help guide where you go next. Over the past 30 years, more than 1 billion people around the world have played a Nintendo game. And most of them have played as gaming's biggest star, Mario.
Yep.
From the music, to the costumes, to the characters, Super Mario isn't just Nintendo's mascot. There's a little piece of him, and certainly memories of his adventures, inside all of us.
The one-up trick, I still can't do that. Dun 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 dun.
Mario.
Ah. The Ocarina. Wow. Holland. That's cute. Reggie. The Muppets. Wow, that's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. Maybe I can play guitar. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Now it's your turn. Visit LetSuperMario.com and help us celebrate his 30th anniversary by submitting your own Super Mario video. And do it for a good cause, with Nintendo making a donation to the non-profit group Operation Smile. Visit our site for details. Let's have some fun, let's support a great cause, and let's Super Mario.
I don't think I can Super Mario. Oh, damn. Oh, Mario Maker looks... Damn. Well, that was a pretty interesting digital event. A lot of great games to look forward to. Star Fox looks great, despite me wanting to play like Star Fox Adventures, because it's my favorite Star Fox game. Metroid Prime games. I was hoping for a more story-based Metroid game like Prime or Other M, but oh well, because I want to get into this series a little more. The Zelda games look pretty cool too, and Super Mario Maker looks great, and Mario and Luigi Paper Jam looks friggin' amazing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the digital event. Next up is, oh god, Square Enix. Yes, Square Enix is next. All right. So what did you guys think of the digital event? Leave your comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Super Fan 3, and I'll see you with the big one, Square Enix.